kitchen, Midnight Munchies, and more. I am your chef, Charisse, and today we're going to make a vegan version of my recipe that was featured on ABC's The Chew that was vegetarian in the first place, but I want to veganize it because now I'm a full vegan. So I want to see if Iron Chef Michael Symon will love them as much as he did when it was on The Chew. We have just about a teaspoon of olive oil that's been on the stove on medium. And to that we're going to add, oh guys, listen to that sizzle, bitch. We're going to add half of a chopped red onion or purple. Because fucking does that look red or does that look looking purple? And we're just going to saute this down just for a minute before we add our spinach. Now that our onions, with our little Frankenstein spatula, now that our onions have softened just a bit and they're starting to get a little, saute-y, is when we're going to add our spinach because the spinach isn't going to take as long. So I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup of spinach. I'm sorry, let me rephrase. 3/4 of a bag of baby spinach, which when I looked on the back and the package directions, it ended up being about 6 cups worth of baby spinach if you don't buy it just by the bag full. And then we're going to also add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. We're going to let this sweat down until our spinach gets nice and wilty-tilty.
So, according to Charisse's recipe, we have some of this going already. It's basically it's a red onion, and that's been sautéed in a little bit of olive oil, and then we put in 3/4 of a bag of baby spinach, all right, and a little bit of garlic in there as well, and that all comes together. And then she takes 2 jars of marinated artichokes, which are strained. They come in the oil or in the water. And then what she does is once that's in there, she uses a spoon to sort of mash them up a little bit. But she likes the big chunks of the artichoke.
Right. I like that. Give it a little more texture.
Yeah. So this all gets stirred together, and she likes the big chunks, so I'm just going to lift that artichoke heart, stay where it is. Right. Okay. Whoops. One just escaped onto the floor.
Now that our spinach is all wilty-tilty, it was probably 2 minutes tops, we're going to add, oh man, I'm all got all that steam. We're going to add a 12-ounce jar of marinated artichokes. So if you've seen my crab cake recipe and stuff like that, I use the canned. This I'm actually using the marinade because I like that little extra flavor that it gives. And then I'm going to take the edge of my spatula, not the flat side of a spoon, Clint and Kelly, and I'm going to start kind of just chopping these artichokes up just a little bit. Now again, because these are already cooked and our onions are pretty much done and our spinach is pretty much done, then we don't really need to cook this for too long. We're just gonna kind of get it kind of hot so we can mix stuff into it, and we're kind of breaking up our artichokes a little bit. And then while they're on the stove, I'm actually gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper while we're at it, and then we're gonna move on to the next step, y'all. Okay, so we've taken this off the heat, but we're not waiting for it to cool down because we want this heat to kind of melt our ingredients together. So I'm going to use 1 whole package of Kite Hill cream cheese, vegan cream cheese. It's 8 ounces, and hold on, I gotta get the little fucking thing off the top. Oh no.
And she takes that off the heat. And wow, doesn't that smell amazing already?
It
smells so good. Spinach and artichoke, good thing. Now she takes a block of cream cheese, all right, and a little bit of sour cream.
I'll be your mixer.
All right, thank you, sir. Call you Sir Mix-a-Lot. We have some Parmesan cheese there too. Oh.
You can certainly use any vegan cream cheese of your choice, but I particularly like the Kite Hill the most. Now we're gonna move over to our sour cream. Now I don't really like Tofudi's cream cheese, but their sour cream is legit. So we're gonna use only about 1/4 cup of that, and I actually don't have a spoon, so I'm just gonna use my finger because that's how we roll. Now, follow your heart's Parmesan. Vegan Parmesan is fucking everything. So we're gonna use 1/2 cup of that, and we're gonna pour that in there, and now we're gonna mix it together just like we're gonna watch Michael Symon get down.
Wow, this would be a good dip.
Just as it is, right? Just dip it up. But then what she does is she takes puff pastry. She had some in the freezer, evidently, and she cut it into squares, and then she uses a little muffin tin, a little cupcake tin, does a little spray. Okay, and then she puts the little squares into the muffin tin, like so. How's it coming along there?
Oh, you are mixed to perfection, my friend.
All right, thank you, sir.
As you guys have seen from my lemon curd video, that store-bought puff pastry usually happens to accidentally be vegan, so don't make it yourself, don't fuck around. But we're gonna cut it into 12 equal parts. So I got 3 going that way. I use a pizza cutter, you guys. It's so much easier to cut things with a pizza cutter. Then we have a lightly greased cupcake pan in which we're going to pop our puff pastry inside, just like you're gonna pop that subscribe button so you don't miss more delicious recipes from me, you guys.
And then she fills these just like so. And then these are going to go in the oven for, let me see what the recipe says, 420 degrees for about 30 minutes. Perfect. Yum.
You guys, look at these. Holy tits. First, let's see how the Chew enjoyed them.
Spinach and artichoke puff?
Okay, carb loaded.
Mind if I do? Crunchy and creamy.
Oh my God. This tastes like that artichoke dip you grew up eating, but baked into a little pastry. This is spectacular.
Okay, now it's my turn to try the vegan version. Are you ready? You hear that crunch though? You guys, look at this shit. Look at that. Look at the innards. Oh, yup. I gotta go for another bite. Oh my God! I fucking did it. Oh my God. Literally no better competition than yourself. Oh my God. It tastes exactly the same. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding you right now. I am freaking out. These are fucking amazing. Yes, I cussed. Get over it. You've got to make these. You've got to try these. They're so freaking. I can't say freaking amazing anymore. Like, it's spinach and artichoke dip in a puff in my mouth, and I love it. And it's vegan. Like, no animals were harmed in the making. So if you want the full written recipe and to see my experience at the Chew, ABC, go to my website, midnightmunchiesandmore.com, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel so you don't miss more delicious recipes like this that were featured on network TV. Shut the front door. And I'll catch you next time.
Oh, good night kisses while he wishes and reminisces. His eyes kissing while he waits for the full moon above. Oh, I worry dove, passionate love, listening closely, positioning my intuition for her nutrition and ambition, get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning, get up. Like when you rise in the morning, rub your eyes in the morning through the skies in the morning, get up.